had planned on doing Dark Souls tonight, but then it's like I really don't feel like the frustration that I can be dealing with when I start that up again. So I will pick that up a different day. And I said I want to play this recently. It's been a very long time since I game. Well, let's start from the beginning.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, I did adjust the volume, but it still seems a bit loud. So if you can hear me, and I can't do much about the voices. I checked. It just was not going to happen. So I will see once I get this started if I can adjust that further. All right. Oops. Next. Okay, hopefully that's better. That way I can go this way. I think the best way to go is just the way I'm facing. Okay, nothing obvious there. Let's see. No, Catherine, I've left you a message of utmost importance in our port chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris. Okay, I think I should probably have paper for this. Those. Writing down the clues would be a good idea. So, we're chamber by the dock. Number of markers. So far, I think I found one. Oops. Missed that. Can I go back? There. Turn. Flip the switch. Ah, here we go. There might be something missing here. Okay, I don't think I can get to this one yet. I think that counts as a second marker switch, maybe? I think I need to find what this one is. Oops. Now I want to do. How do I get back out of this? Ah, there we go. This one. Oh, hang on. This is an observatory, isn't it? Yes. Let's check this again. Oh. If I go here. Arch, what does that do? Okay, so I have to figure out what this puzzle is. That will come later. Let's turn that back on. Don't think there's any other clues here. Now we got a couple of pictures here. Okay, I'm not hitting that yet. I want this first. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. This. Add the page to the book.
Why? Bring me a red. I can't see. Need a red to us. Bring.
Okay, I'll close that out for now. I need to find more pages. So that will go that way.
Serious? Are you? See you. Nah. Help me. Bring blue pages.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to have to find pages for each of the books. Anything with this? Like it, at least yet. To the library. Down to the library. Okay. Where am I going here? Doesn't appear to be a walkway either way. Hmm. Maybe I can't get there yet. Back out to the section and try that other paint. Look that. Power power rotation. Oh, did I just go back here? Now I might be able to get where I was going. Whoops. And then I turned this way. Elevator again. Okay, just did I just rotate the tower? Maybe not. Oops. Well, I'll also be coming back here at some point, so because I can't take the books with me, I'll be coming back here at some point. Now that's closed. So I need to hit this one in order to close that and open the other door. Can't do anything with that. Which oops. Belief cross. Uh, bird. Yeah, I might be doing these out of order, but yeah. Bird for the leaf. The leaf. Cross. Okay. Right there. Let me make sure I have these in order. next one would be this. That's the leaf. Snake. On the other side, we've got an eye. Anything this way? Okay, eyes first. On the wrong side. Go. Eye. Cross. Bird. Am I doing this right or not? Question. Bar arrow. Oh, that box. Leave again? Oh, we'll see. Now, there's something obvious with the ship. Where was the ship? I just saw it. Uh, okay, so if I had to guess, I have to get these both to match. Hmm. Okay, let's let this calm down. I had both going up at one point. Now that one's not doing anything. Both are going up at one point. Now this one on the right is not doing anything. Um, that's orders. Okay. So I have absolutely no hints for this. I want to do, say, 10. Do 10 there. 1 and 9. 20. $15, $20. I had something right at the beginning, then messed it up. Back out of this. What's this? Power to spaceship. Okay. There 1 through 10. The spaceship's probably not going. That'd be more or less leaving the place. I know what it's for. Hang on, is that? Yeah, that's during the clock. I didn't even look at what it started at. That's maybe it's supposed to be noon. No, it's not noon. Hmm. Here's another one. This is assuming I'm counting the right things. Maybe because there's no filler. Um, Can't apparently get in there yet. Get up here. Okay, there's no power to that. Boat over here. Do anything with that. Oh, that's also in the well, I guess. No, it's not really well, but it kind of looks like one. Can't go there. We're by the dock. The dock or chamber. I don't think that's this one. Because what would be the number? You can change all of them. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now what can I get to? Seem to have done anything. See what this says. Not doing anything here. Weird. Oh, what was that? Oh, there's something. Oh, the line's red. Check it now. There's something. That over there, though. Okay, here's a key. Hang on, 240 and 221. Okay, that gives me an answer to a couple puzzles. At least in part. Okay, so now that one would be this one. Uh, February 2nd. Then I need. I can't do too much about the noise, so. Oops. Turn that off, then go over there. Okay, I'm not sure that is. Also try that safe. Where was that at? Way down here. Try the time here. Oh, that's shorthand. Never mind. Okay, that looks good. Hmm. Yeah. I need to back this up. Can I back it up? No. Oh, he's just not stealing something. I'm definitely missing something. That is blatantly obvious. But what am I missing? Hmm. Got that up there, but I don't think I can get to it. No. Everything has a clue. Matter of finding the clues. Let's try to send this to 240 again. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 5 turns. Three more. No, that's not it. Hmm. I haven't been here yet. Let's see. I need axe. This. Oh, this. Oh, let's see what happens when I hit that switch. Nothing. Okay. Four there, four there. That doesn't match up at all. Okay. Where is the four chamber? What this? Oh, four chamber by the docks. I'll switch it on. Okay, I have called this age Channelwood. It is a very different world, though it is exactly how I imagined it. It's still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passages are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I'm eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from the pathway, adjacent to one of which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. The response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began to appear in what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, and from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to the village. It's about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders, stretched from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It's very interesting watching these people carry out the daily tasks. Even after watching it for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metal. In the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. This appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the ladder sat a very old human. At least to some extent, he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold a head up. Look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning, and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They're treating me now in the same fashion. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me that he has not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. Humans dwell on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time, and they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. Rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. Humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment. I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me. Although many details are very unclear in my mind, I'm especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. But I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own, yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and sleep. He then said we had expected you to come sooner. His actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then knelt before him. He walked to each, placed his hand on their heads, all while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was ascending, I saw several of them pick up the body he had fallen onto the lower level of the walkway and carried it away. He was laying at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion of the portion, not his potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire and watched as the flames engulfed him. As the strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. Water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water is no longer shifts colors. As I wandered throughout the pathways, the creatures watched me curiously to see what I will do next. They constantly offered me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more of them. I have lived in this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown me great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and son, and hopefully return to them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Sirius and Ekinar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They got along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long before, or too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmonian age. Sirius has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay, though the idea unsettles me. I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I'll consent to the request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning. I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the chaotic. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly. After checking out Sirius and Akinar here. See Everdunes Journal for more information. After watching Sirius and Akinar, I see they are handling things very well. I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again, and for a little longer time. Tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but I am happy that Sirius and Akinar are staying behind again. I've been gone for 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Sirius and Akinar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken. Although they only remember her from their childhood, Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Sirius and Akinar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They'll be returning with me when I leave again. I am kind of wondering about the colors of these. Because one book is blue, the other one's red. How much of this plays into that? Representing each brother. I've told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk and tell you about their adventures. I am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, seeing how the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I've shown some of the creatures in my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. But I will have to think over their request. I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures. I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Okay, so that's one of the huts up in the trees. Listing of a future bridge. That's the end of the book, okay? That was this one, right? That's that one. What about this one? That was... Okay, there we go. That's the kind of stuff I was looking for. Here. I will read through these. I just kind of want a quick flip. That one's active. This one, whoops. That one's active. That one's burnt. Okay. How about you? That one's burnt. That one also gets burnt. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, this is all kinds of puzzling here. I don't think I need this quite yet. So I'll leave that one. Anything else I can do here? No. Most of these are burnt beyond recognition. Okay. And I just realized the mic was muted for the whole thing. You know, you can take your time. I'm just gonna continue on. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up, open someday in the future, and discover that it has changed so much that indeed is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have happened. Uh, Changes that have taken place. The original three boys have grown into adults. There are many new faces that I do not recognize. Rash told me that it has not rained here for 7 years. The cool breezes are back again. They're all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they've discovered. It seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things would be like here in another 10 years. Oh, so let's see. Anchor is. Yeah, organizational disaster here, but that's fine. Darmoa Center. Look below it. Those, that one, the large. That one lines up with that. I think a beetle or spider. Beetle, I think, since it only has 6 legs. Maybe ant. Let's put insect. Go with one bigger one centered. They're gonna be perfect, but they'll at least give me something to work with. Cross. Button like that. Slightly down. Right. Arrow. So maybe let's do bird. It's only the ones. So off center this. Over there. That one kind of lines up with this. 3 dots in the leaf. Just made the room. So lines up there. And it's all the constellations. So before I get to the other books, got a back eye here. Since I found one of them, I think. Which one am I going for that? This way. Okay. The light. Now, is this any one of them? Like it. I'm sure I copied these accurately. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out what's what here then. Hey, look at this. I think I see a couple of them, but I don't know what dates they are. Is the problem. Okay. Which the number of markers to the dock. Or chamber though. Put that back to the start. That number. Okay, so let's see here. There's one over there, but I don't know how to get to that. I am obviously missing something. What? I'm not quite sure. Get anywhere else around here? Nope. chamber there. Here? Something here. Oh, that's that thing. Okay. I'll need that book later. That's not what I need right now. Okay. Down here. Oh, you. Okay. I saw that, and how many times did I pass it? What's this? I'm betting these are those square images. So, okay. Then I need to input something. Where do I input? Ah, okay.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Let's see. Where was that book? One. Way through here. Okay, so if I'm right, 9040. Two. Here. Corner. Two. That's fine. Five. Five. 47. If I think I'm thinking where this is in the fireplace. It's gonna be a little bit harder to do. No, it's gonna be hard to draw out. So if I go, we're here. Seven done. Now 67. There, gap. Do some parts a little easier. Or one gap. Go here, here. Hit that. Want to see if this is what I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, gap. That was a hole. Go straight across. after green. So then I should be able to go to that again. I hit this.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for...
Up. No. So then how do you I'll have to figure that out. So I think I have the right idea there. Just need to figure out what I'm doing. I may not have the right idea with block or the constellations. Oh, actually, no, that I think I know I did wrong. Whether I'm doing it in the right order or not, I don't know, but I think I know I did wrong. So, button, and I did 40. Oops, not circling. Sure what this did. Show me some mountain. Okay, so let's see. Gotta figure out at least one more puzzle. Let's see. None of these are that date though, so I don't know what that date's for offhand. Let's see. No, I don't have the what I need for that yet. I think that has a pattern of buttons that need to be pressed. Because initially it started going up, and then it quit. Now it's not doing it again. And this isn't 240. I'm not sure what that is offhand. What else can I do here? Uh, so that's either flipping to red or green. It's gonna have some kind of a pattern to it. Uh, the current stars I have on there are not for that pattern. And you got this over here with the let's take a look at this again, because that has to be something. Well, I wouldn't turn red if it wasn't. So there's one here, but what do I have to do? Is the question. Okay, well, there's multiple things, so let's take a look at all of them. Down. Now, where is this one at? I think it's the docks, but we'll see. Yeah, obviously, Stone Ship World is a ship. Three is, oops. I'm guessing Channelwood's that big redwood, simply because the story was about trees. Whereas the last one. Okay, so the rock is the last one. Oops. Button. Yep. Oops. No. So I'm not sure how this helps me so far, but at least I got him. Oh, hold it. I just realized I only have it at 140. There we go. Flip that one up. Uh oh, so this wasn't the this will be 231 then. Or two. Tuck. Wasn't what I hold. And order first. Like, six spokes. Each one has reset. Goes that. Pull that there, but that's here. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I got it now. So if I get this to 1, this to 2, just hold. No. Now I need it to do. No, I need to do now. That's not the right one. Oh, well, okay, that'll still go too. Okay. This once. I should have kept on holding that. Okay. That one. No. There we go. What did I do here? Messing with gears, so let's check the dock. Yep, it shifted. Okay. You know what? I think this is where I'm going to leave off. I'll pick up here on the next one. See what I can save. Save game. Okay, that works. Game. Saved. Okay. Change the thing. That kind of stinks. Am I not good enough for you, Twitch? I can't read who I want. Find some new people. changed the raid thing so you can only do follows or search. That sucks. What if I want to drop in on somebody new? All those are either going to have size locked or well, there's the one I've rated like last two streams. I don't need to rate her again. Try to find somebody else. think I'm gonna skip this raid tonight. I think next time I'm gonna just plan ahead, find people to raid, so I'm not sitting here trying to figure out what I want to do. Now they made a stupid change that was unnecessary. Makes it harder to find people to raid. So, see you next stream.